Neil's birthday. I said, "Do you guys have any cake?" And they said, "Well, we don't really do cake pregame."
Deep fly out to right field, heading for the foul pole, and it takes a bounce off. Jeff McNeil, happy birthday. He goes back-to-back jacks on that trip around the sun. That's a
flight out. 2-1. He gets one in the air to deep left field. Back toward the corner goes Thomas. Right back near the wall. It's out of here! Grand slam, Pete Alonso. A towering grand slam for Pete for his first home run, and the Mets have a training. So he is slotted as their fifth guy. Francisco hits one deep toward the corner, headed toward the wall, and it's out of here. Lindor with his first home run of the year to tie the game.
To them. 1,000 balls a day, I think it was, if I remember correctly.
Nimo drives it deep right field. Castellanos back, takes a look, and it's out of here. Those extra reps paying off. Brandon Nimo with his first home run of the season, and the Mets break the ice against Wheeler in the fifth. It's 1-0 New York.
Art Mahaffey and Dennis Bennett were the others, right? And Ray
Nimo
Colt
slams one to deep right center field. Back toward the wall, and that ball is out of here. Brandon Nimo, for the second straight day, provides the first run of the game with a home run. Second home run. 2-2 to Pete. Hits one in the air to deep right center field. Back goes Vierling onto the warning track. Back at the wall. It's out of here. Pete Alonso with a 3-run opposite field home run to break this game open. It's 8-1 New York.
Joe Musgrove. Big day for Manny Machado.
Robinson Cano flies one out to left field, chasing Peralta back, and he looks up. It's out of here. Robinson Cano on Jackie Robinson Day hits an opposite field home run, his first of the season, and it's 3-0 New York. Marte goes. Lindor gets it in the air to right field, chasing Smith back to the warning track, back at the wall. It's out of here. Francisco Lindor with his second home run of the year. A 2-run shot, and it's 5-0 New York.
A sprinkler at home, which pushed his start back a few days.
Marte flies one deep left field, back toward the corner. It's out of here. Starling Marte with his first home run as a New York Met, a 3-run no-doubter. And that puts the Lindor toward the left field corner. Back goes Peralta. Back near the wall. It's out of here. Lindor homers from both sides of the plate. 10-1 New York.
Alonso to follow. Mets have their chance here in the eighth.
And Marte drives one deep left field. Forget that. Way out of here. 2-run shot, Starling Marte.
He does.
Pete drives one toward the gap in left center field, heading back toward the fence. It's out of here. Pete Alonso with a line drive 2-run homer. His third home run of the season. All have come as a DH. Pete having a big day. And Lindor cracks one in the air deep toward the right field corner. Gone if it stays fair, and it's out of here. Francisco Lindor, DH Deluxe, into the Coca-Cola corner to give the Mets the early 1-0 lead. Fourth of the
Playing center field. 2036.
And he cranks this one to right field. Back goes Yastrzemski near the wall. It's out of here. Eduardo Escobar deposits one. And the Mets are back in front. First home run is a New York. And McCann drives one to deep left field. Back goes Hummel. That ball's way out of here. First home run of the year for James McCann, and he hit the tar out of it.
J.D. Davis is single and a walk today.
And he drives this one out to right field. Smith goes back, and it's out of here. J.D. Davis with his first home run of the year, an opposite field shot. And the Mets now lead 5-2.
Well, you've been waiting for that.
Brandon Nimo crashes one down the right field line just inside the foul pole for a two-run homer on the first pitch thrown by T.J. McFarland. This is now a...
But, you know, we've said it many times.
Alonso unloads one to deep left field. Back goes Schwarber. Back at the wall, and it's out of here! Pete Alonso goes deep. His fourth home run of the season.
This guy out all the time.
Canna gets a hold of one deep left field. Back goes to Merritt, looking up at the wall. It's out of here! Mark Canna's first home run as a New York Met. A towering shot.
Two coming. Lifted in the air to right field, hit well. Back goes Acuna to the warning track.
Back at the wall. It's out of here! Pete Alonso goes the other way for his fifth home run of the year. Guillorme hits one down the line right toward the corner, and that ball is out of here. Luis Guillorme with his first home run of the season. So Guillorme,
because they get graded, not only outside, but I thought it was down as well.
And now Marte unloads one to left. That ball is out of here, and the Mets are on the board. So now he's happy that was called a strike. Third home run of the year for Marte, and it cuts the Phillies' lead to 7-1.
For 3 today, 0 for his last 18.
And he drives one to deep right center field. Forget that. That is way out of here. That's the way to break a slump. Francisco Lindor with a monstrous two-run homer. His fifth home run of the season to cut the Philly lead to 7-3.
So Sanchez stares down Lindor at first.
And Alonso rockets one to deep left field. Headed toward the wall. It's out of here. Pete Alonso christens game 2 with a two-run homer. Sixth home run of the year for Alonso, and the Mets jump out quickly. 2-0 New York. And Alonso attacks one and hits one out of sight. Oh, man, Pete got a hold of one to the back of the lower deck for a 3-run shot. Second of the game for Alonso. He's driven in all 5, and the Mets lead it 5-1.
Marte at second with 1 out.
And Alonso hits a rocket out to left field. Back goes Hernandez, looking up, and that ball is out of here. Pete Alonso with a 2-run homer, his 8th of the year. He continues to crush the Nationals, and the Mets with a big first inning. They take a 3-0 lead.
That's bullpen has been superb. They've retired 13 in a row. Canna hits one to deep left center. Back goes Thomas onto the warning track at the wall, and it's out of here. Mark Canha with his second home run of the year. And it's 4-0 New York. With a 7.
And Mazika drives one deep right field down the line, and it's out of here! Oh boy, Patrick Mazika puts the Mets back in front. His second major league home run, and after all...
Away from Brentwood, Tennessee. Deals the 2-1 to Lindor and gets one in the air to deep left field.
Winker takes a look, and that ball is out of here. Into the second deck. Francisco Lindor unloads. His 6th home run of the year, his second.
Canha with a drive that's deep to left. O'Neill back for it. It's gone. Mark Canha puts the Mets on top with a home run off Steven Matz. That's the 6th homer Matz has allowed in his last 3 starts. Good music now for some of his at-bats. Escobar hits this one hard, deep toward right center. Bader back, it is gone! Home run! Eduardo Escobar. Well, keep Lazy Mary playing. 2-out homer for Escobar, his 2nd of the year.
And Alonso rockets one toward the gap in left center field, headed back toward the wall. It's out of here! Pete Alonso puts a capper on it with a 3-run homer. And Alonso cracks one, and the Mets win the ball game. Out of sight, a 2-run bomb into the second deck for Pete Alonso, and just like that, the Mets walk off with a 7-6 win. Oh wow! It is substantial. Marte missed the 4 games against the Cardinals, and he makes up for lost time with a long drive to left center out of the ballpark for a 2-run homer. And 3 pitches into this game, the Mets have a 2-0 lead. Got off the glove of Crawford for a base hit his first time up. And gets a breaking ball and lifts it to deep left center field. Back goes Ruff onto the warning track, back near the wall. It's out of here! Pete Alonso with a 3-run homer, and the Mets have a 5-run 3rd inning, and they lead it 5-2. And he drives one in the air to deep right field. Yastrzemski looks up, and that is way out of here. Jeff McNeil with a long 2-run homer, his 2nd home run of the season, a 2-run shot, and the Mets stretch their lead to 8-2. Marcana's 0 for 3 tonight, and he launches one to deep left center, headed back toward the wall, and it's out of here! Canna makes it back-to-back home runs. McNeil and now Canna with his 4th of the year, and it's 9-2 New York.
I don't know the exact temperature, but it's warm. It's nice on the toes.
Lindor flies one back toward the right field wall. This one's going to sail out of here. Francisco Lindor gets the Mets a little closer with a 2-run homer, his 7th of the year. So the infield hit by Marte and Lindor. And, you know, Brady's a great quarterback, but he's never analyzed a game. I would think that that would give you fuel. Deep left field, and Lindor has hit one out of here. So Lindor homering in back-to-back games, and perhaps he has begun another comeback. 8th home run of the year for Lindor as he goes the other way.
Called on you. Every hit for the Mets tonight has come with 2 strikes. That's lofted down the line. They've got another. It's a home run.
Jeff McNeil is in the on-deck circle for the Mets. That ball is ripped to right. Is it fair? Yes, it is! And we are tied! What a moment for Nick Plummer!
That's okay.
Marte cracks one to deep left field. Back goes Thomas looking up, and it's out of here! Starling Marte drives one into the seats in left for his 5th home run. And the Mets lead it 6-3. Okay, well, did you know this? And Nick hits one to the gap in left center field. Back goes Thomas near the wall. It's out of here! Nick Plummer strikes again. An opposite field 3-run homer. 2nd start in the big leagues. 2nd home run for Nick
Plummer with a homer and 4 RBIs.
He gets a hold of one to right center field. Back goes Robles deep in the gap near the wall. It's out of here. Alonso goes the other way for his 13th home run of the year. Now he's gotten into the act. 13-5 New York.
Belt.
And he smacks one to center field. Back goes Robles, going back, looking up, and it's out of here! Into the black! Starling Marte launches a 2-run homer. And here the Mets go again.
Score.
And that's a rocket to deep left field, back toward the corner. It's out of here. Eduardo Escobar with a 2-run homer. Third home run of the year for Escobar, and it's 10-0 New York. Yency Almonte out of the Dodger bullpen. Pete Alonso skies one to deep left field. Taylor goes back. This ball is out of here. First pitch thrown by Yency Almonte, and Pete Alonso hits it out of sight. The Mets' first run in this series. Alonso's 14th home.
Clayton Kershaw is going to go out in a rehab start tomorrow, coming back from a pelvis injury.
That's driven to deep right field by Lindor, back toward the wall, and it's out of here. Francisco Lindor on the 8th pitch of the at-bat goes deep. Lindor's 9th home run of the year to get the Mets started. It's 1-0 New York. And Pete socks one to deep left field. Back goes Taylor, looking up, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso puts the Mets in front with a 2-run homer. His second in 2 nights, his 6th in 11 games at Dodger Stadium. And the Mets.
Time up, now facing the relief pitcher Justin Brule. So he turns around to bats
right, and he hits one deep to left. Back goes Taylor, looking up, and it's out of here. Eduardo Escobar ambushing Brule with a home run, his 4th of the year, and the Mets lead at 6-4. Toward the right center field gap, back goes Bellinger, looking up, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso with a 3-run homer, his 2nd of the night. Marte almost passed Nimo on the bases, but Alonso's 2nd home run is a 3-run shot.
He pitches in that inning, and now he faces 2, 3, and 4 in the order. And Marte drives one out to right center field, headed back toward the wall, and it's out of here. Starling Marte goes the other way for his 7th home run of the year to get the Mets on the board. 2-1 LA. So Marte. Davis not running, and Escobar drives one to deep right field. Forget that. That is way out of here. Escobar with a lengthy left-handed 2-run homer. And it's 7-2 New York.
Accomplishment to be the first overall pick, a good career, and a manager.
Brandon Nimo with a drive to right center. Joe Adell is back, so is Lagares, and that is gone. Brandon Nimo has homered here in the top of the 4th. A 2-out homer for the Mets. All 4 of their runs so far tonight have scored with 2 outs. And for Brandon Nimo, it's off the 8th inning. Mets are down by a lot. Alonso hammers one. Well, the 7 line's going to get a souvenir at least. Home run, Pete Alonso. It's his 17th of the year. His National League leading 55th run batted in.
He just missed it. I mean, that's got to be caught.
Khalil Lee sends one to deep left center. Wade is back, and it's gone. 3-run homer to the opposite field. It is the first big league home run for Khalil Lee. And
how is big boy Beckham doing?
what's that?
How's Beckham doing?
Uh-oh.
That ball is hammered and tailing away and over the wall. That's a home run. J.D. Davis gets into his 2nd of the season and puts the Mets up 2-1.
Less decisions with extra players. There's not many on the bench.
Alonso to left. That's hammered. That's up. That is gone. Pete Alonso leaves the building 113 miles an hour off the bat. He picks up another RBI on his 18th homer.
In the bucket in Durham. There you go.
McNeil drives one deep toward the right field corner. That ball is out of here. Jeff McNeil jumping on a first pitch from Corbin Burns to get the Mets on the board. 4th home run of the year for McNeil to cut the Brewers lead to 3-1.
Comfort.
Ooh, like to hear that.
Canna hits one out to right center field. Back goes Kane to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. two-run homer to tie the game. Canna installed in the leadoff spot tonight.
Pitch calm.
That's driven to center field. De La Cruz got turned around, now looks up, and that ball is out of here. Francisco Lindor into the black, a three-run homer, and three batters into the game. The Mets have a 3-0 lead.
Well,
and Pete drives one out to left. Soler going back to the warning track near the wall, and it's out of here. A grand slam for Pete Alonso. Alonso's second grand slam of the season, his 19th home run. And doesn't go this time, and Lindor hits it deep to left center field. Back toward the warning track, De La Cruz. It's out of here! Lindor homers for the second straight day, a two-run shot. He hit it against the wind. His 11th. And Pete drives one deep left field. Forget that. That is way out of here. Off the advertising signs and caroming into the Crawford boxes, Pete hits one out of sight for his 20th home run of the year.
And 312 with 260 losses.
Escobar hits one deep to right field. Tucker going back near the fence, and it's out of here. Eduardo Escobar with the Mets' second solo home run of the night. Alonso went deep in the 6th, and now Escobar in the 7th, his 6th home run of the year.
a guy on the field as there is in baseball.
3-2 coming, and Lindor socks one to center field. Sanchez back to the warning track at the wall. He's out of here. Lindor missed first base. He has to go back to touch it. He was too busy watching that ball, which just barely cleared the fence in center field.
Seconds from the time the pitch crosses the plate to the time you have to be back in the box.
There's a long drive deep left field. That goes Soler near the wall. It's out of here. Mark Canha gives the Mets the lead with his 6th home run of the year. The Mets have gone deep twice against Alcantara, and the Mets laid it.
For his last 7 after taking an 0 for 4 last night.
He flies this one down toward the right field corner. Back goes De La Cruz near the wall, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso with an opposite field home run. It hit the railing above the fence and came back. Number 21 for Alonso.
Stalling sets up away.
And it's a fastball, and he drills it deep left center field. Headed toward the wall. It's out of here. Pete Alonso with his 2nd of the day, and gives the Mets the lead in the top of the 8th. A laser beam. His 22nd.
Why is what he has consistent.
Yeah, he does.
And I talk about him all the time with team.
First pitch here hit very well by Nimo to center field, and it's out of here. Brandon Nimo, a laser to center field, and we're tied at 1.
I think I might have to get off this headset if that's going to be happening.
We'll give you one more.
2 on, 2 out. A rocket out to right field. See ya later. Eduardo Escobar, his 7th home run, a 3-run blast. Mets boost ahead, a 4-1 lead.
And Marte clubs one deep to center. Back goes Garcia, takes a look, and it's out of here! Starling Marte with a 2-run homer to get the Mets started. His 8th home run of the year, only the 3rd home run allowed this season by Marte.
Goes right back in,
And Escobar drives one deep to left, headed toward the wall, and it's out of here! Escobar strikes again. Left-handed home run last night, right-handed home run today, and it cuts the Texas lead to 5-3.
This hard.
That's smacked to deep left field. Back goes Calhoun, looking up, and it's out of here! Starling Marte homers for the 2nd straight day. Another first-inning home run for Starling, his 9th of the year, and it's 1-0 New York.
Escobar, who struck out his first time up.
And he launches one out to right center field. Back goes Garcia to the track, looking up, and it's out of here. Eduardo Escobar is homered for the third consecutive game. A two-run shot for Escobar, and it's 4-1 New York.
What a base hit on a slider his first time up.
And he hits this slider in the air to deep right field. Back goes Almora to the track, back at the wall. It's out of here. Brandon Nimo clubs a 3-run homer. And the Mets jump in front 3-0. Number 6 for Nimo. And the Mets strike.
It's a no decision.
That's drilled to deep right field. Forget that. Lindor gives the Mets the lead. He cranks one into the seats in right field. Number 13 for Francisco Lindor, and it's 4-3 New York.
For the lead as a
tied. They're tied. Yes, he can pass him if he gets hit.
This is hit in the air to right field. It's deep. Back goes Naquin. Back near the wall, and it's out of here. Brandon Nimo comes crashing down with a 3-run homer. And the Mets have put up a 5 spot in the 10th inning.
Flying out to center his first time up.
And he hits one in the air to deep left field. Back goes Birdie to the warning track. Looking up. It's out of here. James McCann crushes a 3-run homer. And Davis launches one deep left field. Back goes Birdie to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. Grand slam, J.D. Davis. J.D. brings the house down, and it's 10-0 New York.
In fact, we need him.
Yes, we do. More than ever.
Nimo gets one in the air to deep right field. Back goes Garcia. Back near the wall, and it's out of here. Brandon Nimo ties the game with his 8th home run of the year. His 3rd in the last 5 games.
Lindor 0 for 3 in this game.
And he rockets one down the left field line. Gone if it stays fair. Right toward the corner, and it's out of here. Francisco Lindor gets the Mets closer with his 14th home run of the year.
But I would bet you dollars to donuts he'll be there.
He launches this one deep to left field, down the line toward the pole. Out of here! The Keith Hernandez tribute, and Pete Alonso loses one. And Lindor drives this one down the left field line toward the pole. Home run! Francisco Lindor with a 2-run homer to put the Mets in front.
And he's still pitching 13 years later. He's had himself quite a career.
Guillorme gets one deep to right field. Back goes Acuna looking up, and it's out of here. Luis Guillorme with his 2nd home run of the year. Guillorme with a blast. His 2nd extra
hitters, unless they were dead pull hitters. Dave Kingman.
Escobar drives one to deep right field. Forget that. That is way out of here. All the way to the chop house. Eduardo Escobar crushes one for his 10th home run of the year to deliver the keynote, and it's 1-0 New York.
Strikeouts, Met pitchers 833. Lindor gets one in the air to right field. Acuna drifts back, looks up at the wall, and it's out of here. Francisco Lindor with a towering 3-run homer. And the Mets lead at 4-0 in the 3rd.
Right now. And he's still a tough out.
8th pitch from Morton, and that's drilled to left field. Back goes Duvall looking up at the wall, and it's out of here. Mark Canha goes deep. The Mets' 3rd home run of the day. Canha's 7th home run of the season, and it's 5-0 New York. Nimo drives one to deep right center field. Back goes Ortega near the wall, and it's out of here. Brandon Nimo into the basket. 9th home run of the year for Nimo, his 3rd hit of the night. And it's 6-0 New York.
Okay. So his minor league ERA is still 0.
Pete slugs one to deep center field. Ortega back near the ivy. It's out of here. Pete Alonso dead central for his 24th of the year. 2-run shot for Alonso. That's drilled to deep left field. Back goes Ortega. It's over his head and it's out of here. Eduardo Escobar again against Drew Smiley. His 4th home run in 12 career at-bats against this left-hander. This one.
You don't have to give in here.
2-1. Alonso hits this one well. How well? A 3-run home run. 25th of the year at RBI 79, 80, and 81. They pitch to the polar bear, and he makes them pay.
And the number of innings they can throw.
That's drilled down the left field line, back toward the corner. It's out of here. Starling Marte responds with his 10th home run of the year. A line shot to get the Mets back within 1.
Marker in the top of the inning.
That's driven out to left field, and Hicks goes back, takes a look, and it's out of here. Eduardo Escobar with a 2-run homer to put the Mets in front.
Was a Yankee. And that ball's hammered to left field. Hicks going back. He turns. It is high off the wall and a homer. It got over the orange stripe and against that screen, Alonso. 26 on the season. It's 1-0 Mets.
Crumple that up and throw it in the wastebasket.
Marte drives this one toward right center. Blade is back. That ball is gone. Home run, Starling Marte. Now he's hit 3 bullets against Alcantara tonight. That's his 11th home run. Nimo with a drive, right field, Garcia back, Brandon Nimo has given the Mets the lead. A 2-run homer, and it's 6-4 in the 8th. McNeil drives one toward right, back for it De La Cruz, it is gone. Home run, Jeff McNeil. We saw Brandon Nimo bust out of a July slump yesterday. Maybe it's McNeil's turn tonight. The Mets
been so hot.
Lindor with a drive way back, right field into the upper deck. Francisco Lindor with his 2nd RBI tonight. It's his 17th home run this year. Davis hammers one towards center. Blade back to watch this one go. Home run, J.D. Davis.
Bomb.
A cannon to straightaway center. The move to go to the pinch hitter.
That infield was fantastic.
Alonso drives one to deep left field. Back goes Hernandez. It's over his head, and it's out of here. A line drive home run for Alonso, just high enough to clear the bullpen fence. Number 27 for Pete, and it's 4-1 New York.
And
Francisco unloads one to left center field. It's well hit. Back in the gap goes Hernandez, and it's out of here. Francisco Lindor with a 3-run homer. Take that. Number 18 for Lindor.
Gave up the leadoff hit to Nimo, then got a double play ball. Lindor hits one deep to right field. Palacios goes back, takes a look, and it's out of here.
Francisco Lindor ties the game. He homers for the 2nd straight night. Number 9.
Alonso at the plate, flat out to right his first time up. And Pete pokes one out to center field. Back goes Robles to the warning track, to the wall. It's out of here.
Pete Alonso dead central. A 2-run homer, his 28th of the year, and the Mets go in front 2-0. 2-2 on the way from Weems. And Vogelbach gets one in the air along the right field line. Back toward the corner. Back goes Palacios. And it's out of here! A grand slam for Daniel Vogelbach. His first home run as a Met, and he scores 4.
The word platoon.
Naquin slams one deep right field. That ball is out of here. Tyler Naquin with his first home run as a New York Met, and he scorched it. 2-0 New York.
One and one to Alonso.
And he rockets that one out to left field. Rosario takes a look, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso with another laser beam home run. Number 29 for Pete, and it's 4-0 New York. Vogelbach drives one to deep right field, and that ball's out of here. Back-to-back home runs for Alonso and Vogelbach, and it's 5-0 New York. First City.
3-2 coming. And Naquin launches one out to left field. Rosario going back, looking up at the wall.
It's out of here! Tyler Naquin with his second home run of the night.
And McNeil flies one to center field. Back goes Harris to the warning track at the wall.
It's out of here. Jeff McNeil with an opposite field home run. And now it's 9-6. Sixth home run of the year for McNeil.
Boy, that ball has been carried.
Big league since a year ago June because of shoulder problems.
And Marte launches one to deep left center. Taking a look is Fraley, but that ball is way out of here. Starling Marte, 12th home run of the year, and 2 batters in. The Mets have a 2-0 lead. Well, that didn't take long. That's launched out to left field. Back goes Fraley. He'll take a look, and it's out of here. Francisco Lindor with a 2-run homer. Number 20 for Lindor, and it's 2-0 New York.
Lindor able to get one up in the air and up over the wall.
And McNeil unloads one to deep right center. Back in the gap goes Senzel. He looks up, and it's out of here. Jeff McNeil, his first home run against a left-hand pitcher this season. His 7th home run of the year, 3-0 New York.
There is that.
That's launched out to right field by Naquin. Back goes Almora, and that ball is out of here. A long home run for Tyler Naquin. His 10th home run of the year, his 3rd as a Met, as he continues to demolish the team that
down 5-0. Vogelbach's 0 for 2 today.
And he drives one to deep right field. Back goes Castellanos, takes a look, and it's out of here. Daniel Vogelbach with his 3rd home run as a Met, his 15th of the year.
Mets hope to turn that around with Scherzer tonight and DeGrom tomorrow.
Marte drives one out to center field. Harris back to the warning track, and it's out of here. Splash down for Starling Marte. His 13th home run of the year, dead central. Second batter of the game, and the Mets get a big blow from Marte.
All count as long as they go over that 400-foot sign.
Here's Francisco Lindor, and he gets one in the air to right field. That's well hit. Acuna back, and it's out of here. Back-to-back home runs on consecutive pitches. Marte and Lindor, and it's 2-0 New York. Number 21 for Lindor.
An OPS over 900, just having a phenomenal year.
Gets a breaking ball and hits it out to right. Acuna goes back to the warning track, looks up, and it's out of here. How about that? Brett Beatty hits a 2-run homer in his first major league at bat. Second pitch he sees, and Beatty hits it out of the...
Yates takes over the pitching for Atlanta. Starling Marte leads off and drives one out to center field.
Back goes Harris, back near the wall, and it's out of here into the shrubbery. Second of the night for Starling Marte. Both of them to dead center field. Number 14 for Marte. And the Mets now
back coming to Canha with Beatty on deck. McNeil not going, and Canha drives one to deep left field. Back goes Grossman to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here! Mark Canha ties the game with a 2-run homer. What a big blast for Canha, his biggest. 2-2 coming. In the air, down the left field line, back toward the corner. Veerling near the wall, and it's out of here! Pete Alonso lofts one inside the left field foul pole. Number 30 for Pete Alonso. He's driven in all 3 runs tonight. Canha's 1 for 3 at a base hit to center his last time up. And he gets on the first one, hits it deep to left, back toward the corner, right near the wall, and it's out of here! Mark Canha ties the game with a 3-run homer. What a road trip for Mark Canha. Extended his way. 2-2. Fly ball left field. Back goes Maton looking up at the wall, and it's out of here! Mark Canha gives the Mets the lead with his 2nd home run of the day. Unbelievable!
Pitches from Robertson and finally got a pitch to hit.
Nimo, great steer with a long fly ball to right. Castellanos back looking up, and it's out of here! Brandon Nimo gives the Mets an insurance run with his 11th home run of the year, and it's 10-8 New York.
Top hand, and he does stay level, belt high and up.
Gets this one in the air to right center. Back goes Gonzalez to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here! Daniel Vogelbach strikes a 2-run homer to get the Mets on the board.
Well, that's for sure.
And swing he does, and he launches one to deep left. Forget that. That is way out of here. Pitch to me with first base open.
Of many tonight, tomorrow. Lee Mazzilli with us right now, and Lee, you want to call this one?
The ball in a gap. That's a home run.
Brett Beatty with his first Citi Field home run, his 2nd major league home run, hit one in his.
And he rockets one out to right field. Back goes Grichuk looking up at the wall, and it's out of here.
Brandon Nimo into the bullpen. A leadoff home run for Brandon Nimo, his 12th of the year, and it's 1-0 New York.
And that's how the Mets got their run.
Marte drives one to deep left field. Back goes Thompson near the wall. It's out of here! Starling Marte with his 15th home run of the year.
That those two have done, filling gaps in the Dodger rotation, is amazing.
Canha drives one deep left field. That's going to tie up the game. Mark Canha goes deep. He continues his phenomenal run, and the Mets tie the game at 3.
Marte struck out his first time up, and he flies one to deep center field. Back goes Bellinger to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here!
Starling Marte strikes again. His 2nd straight night with a home run. A 2.
Escobar hits one deep to right. Back goes Meneses near the wall, and it's out of here.
Eduardo Escobar with a 2-run homer to put the Mets in front. Number 13 for Escobar. And it's 2-0. And Peter loads one deep to left field. Thomas goes back at the wall, and it's out of here. And the Mets are back in front.
Not the case. It's been quite the offseason, and
Escobar drives one to deep left center. That's going to tie the game. Burkhardt, the good luck charm.
Bang!
Escobar hits his 14th.
That's what I like to see.
Played 20 and 5. That's 800% baseball.
That's driven to deep right center field by Nimo. Headed back toward the wall. It's out of here! Just what the doctor ordered. Brandon Nimo crushes a 2-run homer to get the Mets back in this game.
League teams that made their home in Pittsburgh.
Fly ball deep center field. Back goes Sawinski to the warning track. Back at the wall. It's out of here. Tyler Naquin with a 3-run homer. Naquin with on the
10 days, but he takes advantage of the opportunity.
And now Escobar crushes one to right, and that's out of here. Back-to-back home runs for Naquin and Escobar. And it's 5-0 New York. All of a sudden, Eduardo Escobar looking like. And Alonso cracks one to deep left field. Encarnacion looks up, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso goes deep. A 2-run homer to get the Mets back within 1 run. Number 33 for Alonso, and that's a.
He'd been playing it his entire life.
Cannon drives one deep left field. Back goes Birdie onto the warning track, looking up, and it's out of here! Grand slam, Mark Canha!
After being held to 7 last night, and
Lindor unloads one to deep left field. Forget that. That is way out of here. Up over the scoreboard. Lindor launches his 22nd home run of the year. And it's 10-1.
He gave up 2 home runs.
He also let in 3 inherited.
That too. Escobar deep center field. Bleday back to the warning track. Back at the wall. It's out of here.
Wow.
Eduardo Escobar goes deep. We just can't get him out right now. 16th home run of the year for Escobar. Nimo slugs one to deep right center. Back toward the gap. Anderson looks up, and it's out of here. Brandon Nimo with a 3-run homer. Number 14 for Nimo, and the Mets jump out early. It's 3-0 New York.
3 and a walk today to extend his hitting streak to 9 games.
And he drills this one to deep right field. Anderson watches this one go out of here. Eduardo Escobar cannot be stopped. 2nd home run in 2 days, his 5th in the last 9 games. And Escobar just keeps on rolling.
It blew up on Friday night.
Nito skies one to deep center field. Back goes Bleday to the warning track. Back at the wall. It's out of here. Tomas Nido has done it. His 1st home run of the season. In his 204. Fly ball, well hit, right center field. Back in the gap, Hermosillo back near the wall, and he can't make the catch. It's out of here. Lindor with a home run. His 23rd home run of the year to make it 5-2.
And gave up 3 runs, 2 earned.
Alonso drives one deep left center. Forget that. That is way out of here, up into the 2nd deck.
Boy.
What a monstrous shot by Alonso. He has played angry for most of the night, and he just took out the anger on the baseball. His 34th.
What's wrong with my mechanics? Let me go look at more video. All these numbers with the analytics.
Nito flies one deep right center. Hermosillo back, and it's out of here. Tomas Nido. He went 5 months without a home run, and now he's hit 2 in less than a week.
Leiter Jr.
Alonso cracks one to deep left center. Back in the gap goes Hermosillo. It's out of here. Pete Alonso homers for the 2nd straight night. Number 35 for Pete. And the Mets inch a little closer. It's now 6-3.
Food for high school. No, I'm sorry, for elementary school students.
Look out, Kenny and Dave down the line and gone. Francisco Lindor with a 2-run home run.
Who had 2 ends.
That's right.
Daniel Vogelbach deep to left center. Back goes Reynolds near the wall. It's out of here. Daniel Vogelbach goes the other way. His 17th home run of the year, his 5th as a Met. And it's 2-0 New York.
Escobar, lifetime .415 hitter against the Pirates.
And he rockets one to deep right center field. Back goes Reynolds. He takes a look, and it's out of here. Eduardo Escobar with a 3-run homer. Number 18 for Escobar, and the Mets jump in front 3-0. Again, the 1-2. And Alonso tries one deep left field. Forget that. That is way out of here. Pete Alonso crushes one. Number 36 to put the Mets on top 3-0. That's driven to center field. Back goes Taylor to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. Pete Alonso does it again. Another 3-run homer to get the Mets right back in this game. Bases loaded, 2 out. And Lindor hits one in the air to deep left field. Back goes Yelich to the warning track. Looking up. It's out of here. Francisco Lindor with a grand slam to put the Mets in front. Oh, wow.
Roger Clemens and Calvin Schiraldi.
That's driven to left by Escobar, headed back toward the wall. Pinder, and it's out of here. Eduardo Escobar with a grand slam. The Mets. And Pete hits one to deep left field. Forget that. That is way out of here. Pete Alonso strikes again, his 38th home run of the year. And it's 3-0 New York.
And they're almost always dashed.
Vientos drives one to deep right field. Back goes Capel to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here! Mark Vientos with his first Major League home run. An opposite field shot to tie the game. Well, Vientos showed signs last night with a couple of hits and a couple of RBIs of the power that
are 2 walks, 2 strikeouts.
Alonso hits one deep to left field. Forget that. That is way out of here. Pete Alonso, number 39, and he's now the all-time single-season Mets RBI leader. 125 runs batted in, breaking the record held by Mike Piazza and David Wright.
(3-2).
And launched to deep left field. Back goes Blade on the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. Number 40 for Pete Alonso to get the Mets right back in the game.
Why not? You walk him?
Yeah, right.
Escobar hits one deep to left. Blade goes back, takes a look, and it's out of here. Eduardo Escobar gets the Mets off the mat with a 2-run homer. Number 20 for Eduardo Escobar, and it's 4-2.
Fly ball toward the gap in right center. Back goes Harris to the warning track, and it's out of here. Tomas Nido with an opposite field home run. His 3rd home run of the season to get the Mets a little closer. It's now 5-2 Atlanta.
Because the Braves have pounded the baseball over the wall, it's accentuated one of the deficiencies of the Mets. Vogelbach sends this to right, way back, and that reduces the deficiency. Daniel Vogelbach. He hits his 18th of the year, and he takes Morton out to tie it at 1.
How about the DH spot? That was the big question with the New York Mets this season. Early on in spring training, everybody was excited.
McNeil rifles this one down the line. He watches it go. That's a big fly for Jeff McNeil. His 8th. Second home run of the night for the Mets, and they go on top. A no-doubter for McNeil. He stared at it from Jump Street and had no hook on it.
Nats will throw Paulo Espino, who's 0-8 on the year.
That's driven to deep right center field. Back goes Robles to the warning track. Back at the wall. It's out of here. Brandon Nimmo clears the wall for his 15th home run of the year. A 3 RBI day for Nimmo, and the Mets now lead at 4-0.
For Nimmo. And Brandon hits one out to right field, chasing Thomas back to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here.
Nimmo homers again. His second home run of the day. And the Mets are again off to an early lead thanks to the bat of Brandon Nimmo.
2-2 to Lindor.
And he launches one to deep right field, and back goes Thomas for a look, but that is way out of here up in the second deck. Nimmo and Lindor hit back-to-back home runs to start the first inning, and it's 2-0 New York. Number 26 for Lindor, and he crushed it.
Well, we
and look who got the ball.
Yeah, we got core into those swings.
And now McNeil cracks one deep right field, and that ball's out of here. How about that? 3 in a row. Nimmo, Lindor, and McNeil back to back to start the first inning.
Well, you know, Jeff's thinking anything you guys can do, I can do as well, or better. That's Jeff's mentality.
Curveball drilled to deep left center field, headed back toward the wall, and it's out of here. Francisco Alvarez's first big league hit is a long home run. Welcome to Citi Field, Francisco Alvarez. 27 home runs in the minor leagues this year, and now his first big league hit. He takes it out of sight.
Wow, well, that's not lightning.
Look at Pete's trying to get in and then just shunning him.
That's drilled down the left field line by Canna, headed back toward the corner. It's out of here. Mark Canna lines a 3-run homer and gets the Mets off to a fast start on closing day. It's 3-0 New York. Number 13 for Canna.
Well, Gary, all season long, we've seen Mark, and there's a little box. Him throw so many pitches in the first 2 innings. Fouled off tough pitches.
McCann drives one to deep left field. Back goes Palacios at the wall. It's out of here. James McCann with a monstrous 3-run homer. Third home run of the year for McCann. And the Mets have put up 3 in each of the first 3 innings. They lead at 9-0.
Working on the run differential tonight.
Got a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Escobar. That ball's hit hard to center. Grisham going back, still going back. He leaps, and it's gone. Eduardo Escobar puts the Mets on the scoreboard and gives the folks here something to cheer about. That's Eduardo's 21st. And first of the postseason. 2 down, and Lindor hits this one deep to left field. Going back is Profar, and the pregame batting practice works. Francisco Lindor leaves the building and gives the Mets a 1-0 lead.
I'll see you, Francisco, again at 3:45. That's the time he was hitting. And he
Alonso, a walk and a strikeout. Nick Martinez came on in relief, and Alonso lines one to left. Forget about it. Deep into the seats. Pete Alonso jumps all over it. The Mets back on top, 3-2.